Will I ever enjoy my favorite meals again? Was the question I kept asking the doctor when I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes at age 7, 38 years ago. This is 2026, and I still hear the same questions. People also ask, does having type 1 diabetes mean I have to give up rice, yam, fufu, bread, pasta, fruits, and every other food that I love? This is one of the most common fears I hear from newly diagnosed persons living with type 1 diabetes, especially across low and medium income countries where diabetes education is often limited and unavailable. Today, I want to reassure you all that although life has changed, your life is not over. You may be living with type 1 diabetes, but diabetes doesn't have to take away your joy of eating. Hello everyone, my name is Nkiruka. I'm a certified diabetes educator, a diabetes lived experience expert, a clinical researcher, and a healthcare professional, and the founder of TDC Diabetes Community, where we build diabetes care through reality-based education. I have personally lived with type 1 diabetes for over 38 years. So I understand exactly what those early days after diagnosis feels like. The fear, the confusion, the grief, and the overwhelming feeling that your life has changed forever. Now let's look at why this fear happens. Let's be very honest here. When many people are diagnosed, the first thing they hear include don't eat sugar, avoid rice, don't eat yam, no bread, no fruits, no soft drinks. I was told all of this. And before long, you begin to believe that diabetes is simply a disease of endless restrictions. This is not only frightening, it is emotionally exhausting. Many people start looking at food as the enemy instead of seeing food as nourishment. This creates fear around eating, and some people become very anxious every time they sit down for a meal. Others stop attending family gatherings because they feel different. Some even become depressed because food is deeply connected to culture, family, celebrations, and identity. So I faced all of this as a young girl who was diagnosed at age 7. But luckily for myself, my family helped me get through. And with education, I was able to go past all of this. Now let's look at the truth behind type 1 diabetes. Here is the truth I wish every newly diagnosed person knew. Type 1 diabetes is not a disease that is caused by eating too much sugar. It's an autoimmune condition where your pancreas no longer produces insulin. Because your body no longer makes insulin, you are now needing insulin from outside the body. So this changes everything, and it means food itself is not the enemy. Instead, you are learning how to match your insulin to the food you eat. Did you notice I did not say eat without thinking? I said learn, and this takes time and patience. Nobody becomes an expert overnight. You don't wake up one morning knowing carbohydrate counting, portion sizes, timing your insulin, or understanding how exercise changes your blood sugar. These are diabetes self-care management skills and they can be learned. Yes, life changes with diabetes, but it can still be very beautiful. Will life ever be exactly the same? This is a question people always ask. And my honest answer is no. But it can still be very enjoyable. Absolutely enjoyable. You can still eat whatever you love. Right now, I love my rice and I eat my rice. So you can still eat rice. You can still eat yam. You can still enjoy your beans. You can still enjoy your fruits. You can still celebrate birthdays. You can still attend weddings and eat whatever you want to eat. You can still travel. You can still build a beautiful family like I have. You can still achieve your dreams like I have. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is learning. Each day teaches you something new. Every blood glucose reading gives you information. Every meal helps you understand your body a little better. Over time, confidence will replace fear. I have a special message for those living in low and medium income countries. If you live in Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, or any other country where diabetes education is difficult to access, I want you to hear this. Please don't rely on random advice from neighbors, social media, influencers, or people who promise miracle cures. I will urge you all to seek information from qualified healthcare professionals and credible diabetes educators. Learn to ask questions. Join support groups. Learn gradually. Remember that living with diabetes doesn't mean abandoning your culture or your traditional meals. Not at all. I'm for certain 100% Nigerian meals, and I have managed my diabetes very well with my Nigerian meals. It actually means you learning healthier portions, better meal planning, appropriate use of insulin, and then understanding, most importantly, how your body responds. Knowledge reduces fear, and education breeds and builds confidence. My call to action today: I have lived with type 1 diabetes for over 38 years. I have faced challenges, but I have also lived a meaningful, fulfilling life, and you can do the same. If this video has encouraged you, please like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Tell me, what food were you most afraid of eating after your diagnosis? Mine was rice. And I'll tell you a story in another video, how my mother caught me stealing rice by 12 a.m. midnight after the whole family had gone to bed. But that's a story for another video. Let us learn together, because here at TDC Diabetes Community, we build diabetes care through reality-based education. I'll see you all in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.